Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something I haven't done really on my channel, which is a makeup tutorial. I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that, but I really love having fun with makeup. For me, it's just like painting. And so the theme for today's makeup is Aries. It is now Aries season, so all my Aries sun signs, holla at your girl. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun today just to kind of create a Aries inspired makeup look. I'm using kind of like warm tone colors since Aries is associated with Mars, which is associated with the god of war. So I was like war, Mars, Aries, sun, fire, red. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, great. If you would like to see how we can create an Aries eyeshadow look, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so I just zoomed you guys in and let's just hop right into it. I've got kind of everything set up in front of me. I do have a mirror here with lights, so it's gonna kind of shine my face a little bit, but you know, whatever. First thing, I already put my moisturizer on. So I'm gonna start with the Nude Sticks Magnetic Lip Plush Paint, and this is in the color Fresh Fiji. I just like to take a little bit and brush it onto my eyes and use this kind of as like a base layer. All my makeup brushes are disgusting, but we're just gonna go with it. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe R33 brush, and it's really good for kind of blending out anything that's more of like a liquid eyeshadow or cream. I really like these eye paints that Nude Sticks came out with, but they're really messy. Like you can see it kind of like smudges under my eye. Once you like set it, it stays, but as you're like blending it, I find that it does kind of spread a little bit. So maybe have some Q-tips on hand for yourself. Okay, so the base is done and I just cleaned up a little bit along the bottom. Okay, so next I want to deepen this orangey red look. It looks really nice just as it is if you wanted something a little more like simple, but I want to really intensify that color. So I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty No. 3 eyeshadow palette, and this palette is called 3 Deep Neutrals, and it looks like this. It's just like some really pretty neutrals, but I'm really interested in this orangey color right here. So I'm gonna take that on, I don't know, this brush. This brush has no name because I got it off Amazon. So I'm just gonna dip into that orange. And essentially all I'm gonna do is just kind of intensify that color a little bit. Because right now the Fiji is like, it's really pretty, but it's kind of like pink almost too, right? And so this is Aries season and we want fire. So just kind of take that, placing the heaviest on the outer corner, and then just like working the rest of the color inwards. Have any of you guys tried the other Fenty Beauty eyeshadow palettes? I only have No. 3 and No. 5. I really love them. I think they're super pretty, but I know some people don't like the texture of the eyeshadow, but I find it's really beautiful and it looks really nice on my skin tone. Okay, so turn this off so you can see. So just kind of like taking that orange and really like pressing it over heavier on the outside and then coming in to the middle and making sure that it's not too patchy. Next, I'm gonna take that same color and just do a very light dusting of it on my bottom lash line. I don't really have a good brush for this, unfortunately, because all of mine are dirty. So I'm taking the Morphe R43 brush, which, I mean, it's got a little bit of pink on it, but whatever, it's fine. Clean your brushes, friends. So I'm just dipping back into that orange and just kind of bringing it down onto the lower lash line. Sometimes what I like to do as well is just kind of flick it in the corner here. It just helps cover anything that you might have missed. Okay, so that's kind of what we have right now. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, so what I want to do is I kind of just want to deepen up the outer corner of my eye here and Bring a little bit maybe onto my lower lash line. I'm not sure yet, but definitely the top. And so I'm gonna dip back into that Fenty No. 3 palette, except I'm going to go into this Ready Brown, and it's called Shots Fired. And the orange I used was called Fire Freak. F-I-Y-A. So I'm just gonna go back to that packing Morphe brush and just kind of start to pack this on. I don't want it to be like super heavy, but I want to create a little bit of kind of like smokiness, I guess. So now that I've kind of got it on, I'm just going in circular motions, blending it into the orange. Okay, now using that same color, I'm going to bring a little bit onto my lower lashes and also just get really close to that lash line to make sure that I'm not missing any spot. So I'm just kind of like drawing to make sure I don't miss anything. So here's the eyes finished. I really like the way they look. I think they look like a nice smoky, fiery kind of ready orange. I'm gonna leave them as they are for now, and we'll see how the rest of this goes. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I'm gonna start with the Hourglass, I think it's called the Micro Brow Pencil, Micro Sculpting Pencil, and I have the shade Ash, and I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Is that a pimple? That's fucking rude. I really like a bold brow. Before I had cancer, I had really thick eyebrows. Like, they were a little bushy, like not cute. But after my eyebrows fell out and came back in, they just seem to take a really nice shape to them. They are a little bit thinner, which I actually don't mind because then I can fill them into my desired kind of thickness like that. I mean, there's not a huge difference, but once you put the gel on, like, you'll see it. So anyways, I really like the kind of shape and thickness that they are, and I don't do anything to them. I don't pluck them, I don't wax them. The only thing I do is if I have like a loosey-goose hair somewhere that's just like being a little shit, then I'll pluck it out. But otherwise, I do not touch the brows. And in my opinion, a good brow is all you need to look good for the day. If you have time to do anything before you leave in the morning, do your eyebrows. Fuck everything else. Just do your eyebrows, make sure your face is moisturized, and put some lip balm on. That's all I do, and I think that is all you need. Eyebrows can really pull a face together. And if you're going through treatment, or you know, your eyebrows are really thin, there are so many great products out there that you can use to kind of shape them and help them look fuller, so it helps kind of ground your face. You know what I'm saying? All right, now I'm gonna take the Hourglass Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, and now I'm just gonna go over them. I like them to look pretty fluffy, so I like them to be like a little fluffed up at the front. Plus, I think this looks good for an Aries fiery look, you know? If you can't afford to buy Hourglass, because it is a little bit more high-end, I would say. It's not like super expensive, but for some people it is. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil and the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara are also two really good options, and I think they're like $10 maybe for each versus, I want to say like $30 for this one. So it's a cheaper option with just as good of a quality and finished look. I use them interchangeably, so. Okay, next we're gonna do the face. I just need to go wet my beauty sponge, so I'll be right back. We're back. Okay, so once your beauty sponge is damp, I'm gonna be using the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation, and I am shade L30. This is my favorite going out foundation. I don't really wear makeup during the day, to be honest, but if I am gonna wear makeup, Glossier Skin Tint, that is probably my favorite daily makeup. I like a really simple, sheer kind of look, something that's very lightweight. I don't really like medium or full coverage foundations. Even when I'm going out, I just feel like I look the best when my natural skin shines through, and also I sweat a lot, so I don't like to have a lot of makeup like on my face. So I just take your beauty sponge and you're gonna blend it in. Even with this foundation, you can do it to a medium coverage, but I still always do it light. So this is a really great foundation because it's blendable, buildable. Of course it's fucking blendable, it's fucking foundation. But you can build it into a more medium coverage if you so desire. I do not. And the good thing about doing this after your eyeshadow is if you have any fallout or you want to change the shape of it, you can do that with this by covering anything with your foundation. Okay, so this is what I look like with it on. I didn't do it before, but you saw me while I was doing my eyeshadow, so same thing. My nose is running. I don't have corona, everyone can simmer down. My asthma and allergies are a little cray-cray these days. Okay, so concealer. I really love the Glossier Stretch Concealer. That is the only concealer I really use. I personally don't think I need to put it on, and I normally don't, so therefore I'm not. All right, I'm glad we're on the same page here. Next, I am gonna take the Bite Beauty, what's it called? Changemaker Flexible Coverage Pressed Powder. Again, I'm shade light 2 in this. This is my favorite pressed powder. And I'm just gonna set everything. I am a sweaty lady, and so sometimes in the summer, if I do wear makeup somewhere, I will bring this with me because your girl gets a little nasty. Next is some blush. So I'm gonna use the Nude Sticks All Over Nudies Face Color. And the shade I'm using today is In the Nude. It's this really pretty, mauvey, peachy nude. That's what it looks like. Super nice. I'm using the e.l.f. stipple brush. This is the mini. And I just kind of brush it on top, just smiling. Running it over your cheeks and a little bit on your nose. It's very subtle. Obviously you can make it more intense if you want. I think it's just a really pretty little splash of color to the face. See? Okay. I don't use bronzer or contour because A, I don't know how. B, I just don't care. So that's that. And then we're gonna move on to mascara. Actually, I forgot. We're gonna do highlighter first, and then we're gonna do mascara last. Okay, so for highlighter, again, I don't really wear too much usually because I sweat, so I have natural highlighter. But I really like the Hourglass Vanish Stick Highlighter in Champagne Flash. The packaging is also really pretty. It's just like a really nice, simple highlighter. Really pretty. I just take a little bit on my finger and kind of blot it. And if you ever do too much of something, just take your beauty blender. You can use it to kind of tone down the highlighter if you feel like you've done too much. But there it is. She's shining. I'm a subtle makeup person, minus the eyes, so I don't really tend to do too much. The last thing we have to do is mascara. I'm just gonna set my face first. I think setting your face first is just more logical because once you put your mascara on, if then you set your face, your mascara might get wet and then it might smudge. So set your face first, let it dry in for a few seconds, and then do your mascara. I'm using the MAC Fix Plus in lavender. Put it everywhere. I have a fan, but it's upstairs and I'm not going to get it. All right, last step is mascara. So for an everyday look, I really like the Full Fat Lashes by Charlotte Tilbury. It's probably my #1 mascara. But for something a little more dramatic, I'm gonna go with the Tom Ford, what's this called? Badass Black Mascara. Tom Ford is not cruelty-free, unfortunately, but everything else I've used today is. So it's important for me that as many or all of my makeup products and skincare that I can be cruelty-free will be, but I try not to rebuy makeup that isn't cruelty free unless I absolutely can't live without it, which you can pretty much find a dupe from almost everything out there. You can curl your lashes if you want. Obviously I'm lazy, so I didn't. What I really like about this mascara is that it is really buildable. So depending on how dramatic you want your look to be, you can add layers and you can make your lashes super long, super volumized, spread them out a little bit more. It's a really good mascara for that. If false eyelashes are your thing, then definitely I would say for this look you could use them. And then the last thing I have is the Glossier Generation G lipstick in shade Leo. Let me just show you. It's just like a pretty kind of brown color. It's this one. I have really small lips, so you can't really see it, but you know what? I did my best and that's all that counts. And this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let's go look at it in natural lighting and see what we think. Because you know, studio lights are a little different. Okay, this is what it looks like in the natural light. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it. The highlighter looks nice. The blush is just really simple. Yeah, let's see what the fan thinks. What do you guys think about my Aries eyeshadow look?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Is it Aries?
I don't know if it's Aries, but it's cool.
It's very cool.
I don't know what Aries, what do you mean? Aries as in your sign?
Yes.
Oh.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this look. If you want to see more makeup tutorials from me, I love doing makeup on myself, so I'd be really down to show you guys some more things. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and join our growing family. And I hope you're all staying safe during these trying times, and that, you know, all your family's health remains well, and that you guys just continue to support each other and be there for each other. That's it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.